We're live on the air. Hi, hello, and how's it going? It is her to she does mean is I, Millenia Decade.
And I'm Alix with an I, and this is Café.
Gone glitter. Ew. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, where have you been?
I guess I gotta speak up because they told me that I haven't been speaking up.
Well,
so people can't hear me.
You gotta gobble, swallow, drip down the just
The mic? No, I think I just have like a really I don't know, I mumble a lot. So
it's because you have that natural ASMR voice. It's pleasant.
maybe I should start doing ASMR.
And just so you know, today we're doing Café con Glitter in a video format. Like usually when we do it, we upload like the podcast version, and we always keep in mind that people have earbuds, so I can't fucking screech like a damn pterodactyl because I'm like, no, people have earbuds, and I'm always like considerate. I always want to keep a smooth tone for them.
I feel like that only applies to you. Like it doesn't really apply to me.
We feel for real. You're like speaking and being like the same.
You're like, let's do a video, and I was like, I always.
It's still the same thing we do.
Same thing for me.
I like how I was like, okay, we're doing a video, and you're like, okay, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But yeah, so we're doing a video version today. We're gonna see how it works. If you listen to the audio version, let us know in the comments below. I just feel that this is less restricting. I'm able to be a little louder. I'm able to get a little rowdier, without like disturbing the peace of the person with the earbuds. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So last week we didn't post because we were busy. We went to perform at Sky in Lemoore, California. We went all the way out there, and I had a blast.
Yeah, Millenia had a performance, so we were busy doing that. She was getting ready, and then I was recording. Maybe we could put a little clip in here.
Where were you recording? Oh, me.
I was recording you.
I was like, he was shooting footage without me.
I was recording you. But yeah, we had a really good time. A lot of people were there, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, interesting. My mom went, and she took her friends. Her friend was having like a rough time, and I brought her on stage, and she was like, you made my night, you know, core memories made.
Speaking of your mom, she's like the best hype.
She is. She got some lungs.
Yeah.
And then my brother, he turned 18, and it was his first time watching me perform, so I performed a song for him, Dua Lipa Dance Tonight. And he approved. He liked it, so it was nice. It was one of those. Really I feel that I don't perform like every week like some people do, but in a way I do that because I want it to mean something and be special, and I do. I think drag is one of the only things that is able to like bring me happiness, and I never want to get tired of it or make it feel like a job.
Let's talk about why drag shows are going on at midnight.
Everybody says that.
Bruh.
Part of me thinks that it is because throughout the past in the years they had to be pushed to late night, and then that's just how it
kind
stayed
of hidden. Yeah,
it's not till just recently that it's become popular, that people actually want to go and attend, that people don't see drag as like ew. Times are changing, things are changing, and that's why we're getting like drag brunches now.
Yeah, and I've seen like some shows start at 10 p.m. So I'm like, oh, that's better than midnight.
I want to give some shout outs because we have had a lot of support with our podcast, and I just want you to have your moment, girl. Have your moment. So some of the people that I wrote down, we got Priscilla McNamara.
Hey.
She always supports us. She always shares. She always gives us some love, and I appreciate Priscilla so much.
Doing a lot of work in Central Valley.
Yeah, she's basically doing what we do, but out there in a different way.
She's out there. Yeah.
She's the face of the South Valley drag scene, I would like to say. We got Dean Jackson, Brian Potts, Stephanie. Your constant support, always commenting and messaging. Thank you so much for always tuning in and supporting us.
Yeah. Awesome.
Have you heard of them?
I've heard a little bit about them, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. Mommy Decade. Hey. My mom always, like, she is just like you, always there to support, whether it's in videos. Sometimes she's like, I have no idea what you're saying, but I support you. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. We have Andrew B. Garfield comments in every single video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alix's roomie, Andrea. Besitos, Andrea. Because of you, I have lashes today, even though they're microscopic. But Yeah, and the eyeshadow. I messed up. I forgot a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, it happens.
I also have your sister Jenny.
Oh yeah, Jenny. She's always been a
Jenny.
supporter in everything I've done. So
Like you
appreciate her.
Yeah, I've seen that. You've mentioned several times that she kind of comments or she like mentions things that make her laugh, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I love that, the fact that like we're able to make someone laugh and
Yeah.
like want, like that means that they're engaged and listening. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she
Like,
said she busted up laughing when you almost fell out of your chair at
she,
work.
she a little big girl. And then we have the beautiful Sophia.
Sophia.
Oh, Sophie.
Sophia, thank you for watching and being here and supporting your Theo and Millenia.
Yeah.
And I
best
love you
deal
very
ever.
much. And I'm gonna see you soon. We're gonna hang out soon.
Do you have anybody else you would like to shout out?
Just my siblings. Just they're always supportive. They're always there. And I just want to thank them. Giselle, Elizabeth, Diana, Edgar. Those are my siblings. And Jaime too. Jaime, he's my brother, and I just wanted to say thank you for always being there for me. So
Another shout out. I want to shout out my mama and her brand Angel Skin. She makes a lot of like homemade soaps, bars of soaps, shampoo. They're super hydrating. Like sometimes you don't even have to put on lotion on the face. Like they're very hydrating. And then I had like some issues with like hair loss now because I'm 32.
testosterone comes with receding hairline, and I have been using it as well, and I've also noticed like quite a difference.
You have, huh?
Yeah, I really
Our
have.
testimonials.
Shampoo, oil, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so if you are in the Central Valley, hit us up, send me a message, or California, or the US. You got to pay for shipping though, don't play.
Ship it.
So yeah, Angel Skin, Mom, we love you. Okay, so tell us about the activity you have today.
So we actually had some of our viewers ask us or send us some questions that they wanted us to answer. So it's kind of like some deep conversation topics, right?
Deep dish.
Deep, like as in deep dish.
How deep is your love?
I think they want to continue to get to know us a little bit better.
I like that.
And
I'm excited.
shout out to the viewers at the wellness centers. in our
Oh,
local
shout out to the
wellness.
Visalia Wellness
Yeah.
Center. We heard that you watch our podcast, and that made me feel super fulfilled because the whole purpose of this thing was for us to try to connect with people in our community here, because there's not a lot of stuff going on, and that made me super happy, like super heartwarming to know that there's people at the wellness center that enjoy watching us.
So yeah, we're gonna have a couple questions. It's gonna be kind of like interview style questions.
Oh my god, okay. It's okay, I'm a star.
And then so we're just gonna kind of go back and forth, kind of talk about our answers, and just continue to get to know each other and let our viewers know each other on a more deeper level.
Okay. I'm scared because is it like, what's your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid, or like
No, I think it's
what's
deeper
the
than that.
oh no,
Like you might get pregnant.
Who
dude.
Trump?
I'm just kidding.
It's a miracle. If Mary could do it, so can I.
So question number 1 is for Millenia Decade.
Yes.
What is your perfect day? I'm just kidding. April 20th.
April 21st.
What is your biggest day-to-day challenge?
First of all, I would like to say thank you so much, distinguished panel of judges.
Debo and Mona.
The dogs in the corner. I think my biggest day-to-day challenge is constantly battle like that internal voice that I have that tells me you're not good enough, you're not attractive enough, you don't look good. Like, I've learned to kind of live with that demon, and her name is Karen. But I like to say, shut up, Karen. Like, go back in your corner. I think we were talking about this today, how maybe sometimes things that we carried from childhood never really disappear, but you learn to cope with them and live with them. And I feel it's an everyday effort that I do that. Because before I would just like let myself be eaten alive by my thoughts, and now I'm like, no, you don't control me, I control you.
I feel like that's the Gemini in you.
What?
I don't know, those two parts of you. Well, I guess it happens to everybody, but
Cutscene to me getting diagnosed with split personality. I don't know how much I believe in like the whole zodiac thing, But I must say that there's things that I'm like, that's accurate for different people in my life.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like the whole Gemini thing, it goes so much with me. Like the duality, the black and the white, the good and the bad. Like I think I'm equally as happy as I am sad. Like it's just like very extreme like that. Just like this. Like there's the glitter and then there's the black.
What is my biggest day-to-day challenge? Oh shoot. I'm kind of in this journey of like trying to figure out my mental health, right? Trying to take care of my mental health, trying to take care of myself. And we're brought to you by Sprite Zero. No, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, I think so right now I'm kind of like trying to figure out how to stop some of those like recurring thoughts that I'm having constantly because of some of the things that I've dealt with as a child. And also how to like be in control of who I am and figure out what I want to do, what do I want to try, who do I want to be, because I feel like I lost myself in a relationship, in a very codependent relationship like we've talked about before. And I feel like I really lost myself and I'm really scared to lose myself again. So right now my biggest day-to-day challenge is trying to make sure that I don't lose myself.
Oh, for one, I'm very proud of you because I see you putting in the work every day, and I know how tough it is because like I just talked about, it's an everyday effort. It's like a job you do every day, just like washing the dishes, like putting out the trash, something actually more because it's like in your head and every second of the day, you know. I don't know if it makes you feel better, but I kind of learned, at least for me, that I changed so much over time. I'm not the person I was a few months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. So I don't focus on like trying not to lose myself. I focus on just letting myself be. So that allows me to be present and wherever I am, and maybe it's something you could try too. So like instead of fearing losing your freedom or just fear, you just look at it as, I'm gonna take the day as it comes and I'm gonna make the best out of it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good observation. I gotta run that by my therapist first. Yeah, let us know in the comments what your biggest day-to-day challenge
Oh
is.
yeah, I love reading comments. We love reading comments, so please feel free to chime in.
All right, question number 2. Millenia, do you find your work challenging and interesting?
Oh, these are such good questions. Oh my god. So my work is the word niche. I work for an LGBT center, so it's very specific things that we do, you know, for a very specific community. My job is to go out into the community and kind of tell people about what we do and how we can help them, that we're there to help if they need it. And I think it's so fulfilling to me, and I love it because that's always what I always wanted to do. I almost see it as like reaching out to like past me's, you know. I needed someone like myself back when I was going through this hard ass time and had nowhere to run, and I was just desperate in my depression, just alone. And it's just so fulfilling to be able to go to rural areas or go to schools around here. You know, there's a lot of propaganda, there's a lot of hatred around here in the Central Valley. But once I see the kids, or once I see people who are part of our community and they just light up and they run up to the table, it's the best part. I had a kid once tell me, like, I can't believe you're here. I would have never imagined you being able to come to our school. And to me, it's like, it's crazy because they're all the way out there in the country, you know. Like, I can't imagine how hard it is, but I feel I do my part in doing that. And the challenging part is how I just mentioned, a lot of pushback, a lot of hatred, a lot of people who don't want to hear it, people who protest the work that we do. So that's very hard because it's not just like a simple challenge from work where you're like, oh, that was stressful. It's a very personal thing, because when they say that, they're saying that about me too. My work is very much attached with my identity and my purpose and who I am. Is not a thing I just clock out of, you know. So that's the challenging part for me.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Our work ties in very closely to a part of who we are. It's not just who. It's not. It doesn't define who we are, but it is a part of who we are. And the challenging part is that, and just all the people that feel they have the need to say, hey, you can't have this, hey, you can't love that person, hey, this is wrong, hey, this is bad, hey, you're a monster, you're messed up in the head. That's the challenging part. And it's like people constantly trying to diminish or invalidate my existence when I'm standing right here. When I'm very much living my life, when I'm very much paying my taxes, mowing my lawn, doing regular
Being
stuff,
straight,
regular stuff.
and you know what? Like, I don't know if it's the protector in me because I'm an empath, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm like, say what you want about me, you know, like I think I could take it. Just don't hit my insecurities. but but when I hear that, what comes to mind to me and what I fear is that there's younger people or people in the closet or people who don't have a support system who are catching strays. And it's like, I'm so sorry you have to hear this from this ignorant person. I know I'm fine because I've cultivated a circle of support for myself so strong that nothing can shake me. You, my mom, my family. I have a select few amount of people that fit like in my hand, and that's all I need. But I know that there's people out there who don't have that, and that it hurts them a lot more when they hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think you're willing to, I don't know, kind of talk to them and meet them in a place where you can speak to them, where they might understand but feel dumb at the same time. Me, I think I very much like to like stand my ground and be like, no, like get out of here or whatever the case. Or even when me and you are out, I feel very much like I have to guard you. I feel very much like I have to, just in case, like I'm always ready for a fight, I guess.
Oh, I thought because you were gonna hit on me.
No.
Your face, no.
Anyways, yeah, no, I very much feel like I that protector as well, right? Like, as
but
like,
what I was gonna say is that before I would be like, why do people have to be so confrontational, like, or aggressive? But now that I'm grown, I'm like, no, everybody's entitled to react however they feel they need to react. Nobody needs to filter themselves for anybody else, especially if they're being attacked. So if you say that to me, I'm probably just gonna walk away and laugh at you. But don't be surprised if someone swings at you, you know? I deal with it this way and you deal with it that way. But I appreciate people like you too, because we also have like my mom, people who are vocal, and those are the people who push for change.
I think the way you deal with it is like, I don't know, I admire it, because I'm like, dude, you have a way with words. Like, you have a way that impacts somebody with what you're saying. And I think for me, the way I help somebody feel like, okay, no, like this person, I'm with a safe person.
I guess the scary part too is like putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
In the front lines with the rainbows and being like, come here, queers. And then
I don't do that, but Johnny does.
I do. Follow the rainbow.
Yeah, I
always forget that's there.
Yeah, I don't do that, but you do that.
No, Alix just does the ice cube.
Yeah, I just stand there. I'm just like,
and then the kids come up and you're like, you're gonna have a bracelet.
Next question. How often do you set goals for yourself, and what are your current goals? No, I think I set goals for myself, but they're very much like future goals. Like, I want to get a house. Like, I want to buy a house one day.
Long-term.
Yeah, I want to get a new car one day. But I don't really set goals for the day.
I have to, because my ass forgets everything. So I gotta write a list. The proper thing to answer, I feel, is like, well, I set new goals when I reach the ones I already created for myself. But how often do you achieve the ones you created? So are you really making new goals? Cut.
You're overthinking the question.
Yeah.
You set goals every day.
Wake up, eat.
Yeah.
I don't count those as goals. I'm just trying to survive.
Those are goals. Your goal is
My
to
goal is to
survive
eat.
the day. I guess right now the goals I'm setting is making sure that I go to therapy at least twice a month. started on my meds, right, and got like a higher dose.
Those are actually big
And
goals,
then,
though, and achievements.
And then within, obviously, me and my therapist set goals, right, within myself, and then gym, and just making sure that I do my job right. You know, I want to continue doing my job right. Yeah.
We often spend so much time being lost and just trying to survive that it's okay to, when you're finding yourself, to not overpressure yourself, because sometimes you can see other people achieving boom A B C, and you're like, oh my god, and I'm just barely making it through the day.
But not everybody has those doors or those opportunities. And it's important to remember that, like, not everybody is gonna be able to finish school, right?
So don't compare yourself to others, and focus more so on your own journey and what your possibilities are,
and what you can make out of it. Yeah.
Next question. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Look that way so you don't know what it's
Okay.
like. Isn't it nerve-wracking not knowing what's next? No? Is it my anxiety? Do I need it? Just kidding.
Did you take your medicine?
Okay, question number 4. What kind of goals do you have for the next year?
What kind of goals do I have for the next year? I think they're the same as like what I was saying. Survive.
Eat.
Okay, this might feel like a surface level goal, but it's not. I want to be able to like be at the beach like shirtless and be completely comfortable.
That's fucking cute.
Yeah, like be like super comfortable, or be able to like get into a pool and like just like love the way I look in my body. But it's more than just like, oh, I want to look good. It's more than that. It's like being okay with my scars, with my chest, and things like that. So I that's a goal for me for this year.
I feel that, because I may not go through that same feeling that you go through, but I do feel the same way, where like I wish I was comfortable enough to just be shirtless and to be comfortable in my own body and not care. But that's I love that for you.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm just kidding. Every question
Starts crying at every question. Yeah, I think people think 30s is old, but you're literally like just figuring everything out. Like,
you just
literally.
like settled in.
Yeah.
You just settled in. I feel when you're a teenager, you're lost, you're moody, you're growing, you're a kid, but with hormones. And then 18, 19, 20, 21, you're still a kid, but you think you're grown.
Out, yeah.
And then 22, 23, 24, 25, you're still a kid, but you're realizing that there's adult responsibilities, and that it's not like high school where you can just try again tomorrow. It's like, no, you got to pay that bill, bitch.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to pay your taxes. And then I feel like 25 to like 30, it's like life just whooping your ass, and you just like, another day, another sleigh. And then eventually you just get used to it, and you're like, you know what, it's not that bad.
I think something clicks when you're 25.
Oh, for you it did.
Yeah, for me.
For me, I was still just
for a couple
drag queening.
That's good. That's good.
You trying to be supportive? That's
that's good. That's like not a bad thing.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Are you gonna cry the whole fucking episode? A lot of these questions were like really based on like goals and where we feel we're at in life right now.
Which to an extent is important, because otherwise we just go through life, and sometimes if we don't set goals, or if we don't kind of see how far we come or where we're going, we're stuck living the same life, repeating the same patterns, and before you know it, you're like, oh my god, 5 years passed, you know?
Yeah. but like you said, none of us are the same as we were a couple years ago. And
Hopefully.
that yeah, hopefully.
If you're growing,
if you have the same mindset as you did in high school, like, you definitely seek out some mental health services.
You know, another thing that I learned, nobody has life figured out.
No.
Everybody's trying to learn. Everybody has their baggage that they're carrying. Some people have a lot more baggage, way more baggage than others. But at the end of the day, like, no, there's no manual, there's no right and wrong. We should learn to be more present. I was thinking about that on the drive here too, because I had meditating music, you know, and things. And then I was like, sometimes we're just thinking about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next week, tomorrow. But like, we need to take the time to be like, I'm here today, and am I, you know, taking care of myself, the people that I love? Am I telling them that I love them, that I appreciate them? When's the last time I talked to this person? When's the last time I went to go eat with them? You know.
We do.
So when we gonna eat?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I said this whole thing. I'm hungry.
I give you breakfast.
He did, and lunch and snacks. Okay, everyone. So we have some amazing questions here that are a lot more thought-provoking than we thought. Alix has broken down crying like 4 times already.
Oh, yeah.
We had to cut it out, but it's okay. Los hombres también lloran.
You're the one with the lashes half off.
They're all melted. Mascara here. Alix was crying. But yeah, these questions are good. And we're going to make a 2-part series. So make sure to tune into the second part. If you're not going to tune into the second part because you're fake, then thank you for joining us today. I had so much fun. I'm glad we're matching. I forgot to tell you that I was going to wear this to match you.
What the heck? Oh, hell nah.
You get offended instead of like, and me, oh, we're cute. It's so cute. Besties.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. We're going to do another 2-part,
not Tupac.
Not 2-part. 2-part episode to answer some more questions so that we can continue getting to know each other. But like I said earlier, drop in some of your answers to the questions that we asked. We'd like to hear them. We'd like to know what you think. We'd like to know your goals, and we'd love to read comments.
We're empaths. We love people.
And don't forget to follow us on our social medias at Millenia Decade, at Alix with the 991.
Period.
Find us on TikTok.
Millenia we be posting stuff.
Millenia makes like the funniest TikTok.
And Alix makes the best thirst trap. So you get the best of both worlds. Follow us.
Yeah, and we'll see you all soon.
Yeah.